Hello everyone, at 50 subscribers I'll be releasing my Marvel Phase 4 trailer, so if you haven't, please consider subscribing, so we get to see, hopefully we'll get to see that soon. So, anyways, back to Marvel's Most Powerful, Episode 7. Now, Episode 6 of this got a load of views, which is really good, but last one that we finished off with, the last person we finished off with really, was Death, who was at number 40. Now, at number 39, these people are kind of equal in level in power to Death, I'm going to say. So, it's Eternity and Infinity, who act kind of as a singular being. Now, Eternity and Infinity represent all time and all space, respectively. So, they're also kind of the same being, like two sides of the same coin. Now, there's some mistaken bits where, in Marvel, you see, like, Eternity as this, like, kind of guy made of stars, really, and Infinity is, like, this kind of person, it's like this girl who's, like, I don't know, like, very... like yellow, looks a bit like Eternity, but they're not. Eternity and Infinity are time and space. They are time and space. The things that we see of them are just like them given form. It would be like if I'm hungry right now, it would be like if the hunger that I had could like get up and walk around, kind of. And the being responsible for that is actually on this list soon. But Eternity and Infinity have wild cosmic powers. Although this is where I'm capping off the levels of the Infinity Gauntlet, as in anything higher than this on the list can actually be not beaten by an Infinity Gauntlet. Because Eternity was the most powerful character that Thanos was able to defeat with the Infinity Gauntlet. And I don't think anyone on here has actually been beaten with any of the Infinity Stones or anything. So my main point there was really no one higher up on this list has or really could be beaten by one Infinity Gauntlet. That's how I'm gonna class it, really. So coming in next at number 38 is Altezza and Altezza, or Altezza. Now these people are less really. We never really see their powers, however, we just assume that they're powerful. But they are the spiritual anchors of the universe. They're what holds the universe together in the multiverse. We see them so briefly, like really briefly. But they basically have, I believe it's magical abilities that they cast, actual spells, and that literally holds the whole universe in its place. And they exist outside the universe. I believe when Altez died, Altezza took over from him. And the only time I actually remember seeing these guys in comics at all is during Marvel The End by Jim Starlin, so Thanos, this is where Thanos gets the heart of the universe, literally becomes the whole universe, and Altezza literally does, she's outside of all of that, she's completely outside the universe. So, anyways, coming in next, number 37 is Anthropomorpho. What a mouthful. But anyway, this is the being that gives form to other beings. So, you know how I said before how Eternity and Infinity were basically just like concepts. So, Eternity is the universe. Eternity and Infinity literally are the universe. Representations of the universe. So now, you may be saying, like, how do they get these forms? Like, other cosmic entities like, the Phoenix Force or something. You see it as like a bird. Now, what happens is these guys go to a realm called the Dimension of Manifestations, which is the place where Anthropomorpho lives. And basically, Anthropomorpho grants them like a body, really, to live in, to kind of do things with. So it was Anthropomorpho who made like the body of Infinity, and basically pretty much all the cosmic pantheon of gods. I'm not too sure about Galactus, but pretty much all of them. So, anyways, coming in next is Abraxas. Now, Abraxas is wildly powerful. This guy basically managed to slaughter like countless Galactuses. Now, like what I'm saying like hundreds times stronger than Galactus. Like, he killed so many of them. But I believe represent stuff like the nothingness between universes. Not the nothingness between universes, but they're kind of the opposite of Galactus. They represent nothing, really. Basically described as the opposite of Eternity, and because, you know, Eternity represents the universe, Abraxas represents not the universe. Anyways, the only way that this guy was stopped was by Reed Richards and Galactus working together, and they brought out the Ultimate Nullifier. Now, the Ultimate Nullifier is Galactus' best weapon, and it's very, very rarely used, but it's basically capable of just destroying the universe on a whim. Like its catch is that it's so difficult to control, and you need like insane amounts of patience and power and skill to wield it. But Reed Richards managed to like threaten Abraxas to go away with it. Now, it's often described, like I said, that Abraxas is sort of a contrast to Eternity, so sort of part and parcel, really, to him. So, anyways, coming in after this, coming in at number 35, we've got the Dark Celestials. Now, the Dark Celestials are who we see... Now, I'm talking about these guys as like a whole force rather than just one of them. But the Dark Celestials were who we saw in Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers, where... it was the first time we saw the Council of Reed. So this is Reed Richards from every universe. So Reed Richards is pretty much the smartest person in the universe. And it's that Reed Richards of every universe coming together in like a council, basically. And there were like 3 or 4 of them who we saw who had Infinity Gauntlets. And these guys called the Dark Celestials, who are literally just the Celestials, but they've gone crazy, wiped out every cosmic entity. So that's the only reason really why I'm putting them up here is because it was said that they wiped out every cosmic entity in their respective universe. Now, this means they killed Eternity in their universe, they killed Infinity in their universe. Doesn't necessarily mean they killed the Living Tribunal, but I believe at that point the Living Tribunal was actually already dead, so it doesn't really matter too much. But anyways, the 3 Reed Richardses with Infinity Gauntlets couldn't stop him, even when they went into like their own respective universes and tried to... Like, one of them went, like, into their own universe and opened up a portal to there to fire it, because the Infinity Gauntlet only works in the universe that the stones originated from. That's kind of one of the kind of rules of it. So, yeah, those are the Dark Celestials. So, in my opinion, more powerful than the actual Celestials, to be honest. So, coming in at number 34 is the Infinities. These guys are weird. These guys are really weird. Now, we see them barely, like, really, really, really... scarcely. And the Infinities are just these 3 beings who go around like arranging the universe in the right order because it's got to be in a line or something like that. I don't really know too much what their point is, but they just need to be like some sort of energy alignment for them to feel satisfied or something like that. But anyway, Eternity like went to approach them, and like the reason I'm putting them so high up on here is because they made Eternity know like they were vastly more powerful than Eternity. I believe they exist outside the universe as well, and they arrange like universes or parts of the universe in order to you know, make things better. For some reason, it's not really said why they need the alignment to be that way. To be honest, they could have been Beyonders, but again, that story is a little bit before Beyonders. So anyway, next is Chaos War Hercules. Now, Chaos War is a brilliant story where, you know what, I'm going to tie this in. So, number 32 is Chaos War Mikaboshi. Now, I'll talk about these 2 together. So, Mikaboshi is like an evil Japanese god, I believe Japanese god of evil even, and they went around like killing off cosmic entities and things like that. Now, we saw them like be able to mortally wound Zeus and kill Ares, and they just basically killed the cosmic pantheons of gods with relative ease. Now, it took Hercules during Chaos War Hercules was like he kept like making himself reborn from like the ashes and like using like his all-father power, using the full power of Zeus and like the power of the gods, like all of it with him. And it's kind of tough to explain, but in the end, Mikaboshi came along, and Hercules have formed probably the second most powerful team ever formed in Marvel, which was Hercules God Squad. And these guys were nuts. But anyway, they went to try and stop Mikaboshi. It didn't work, and in the end, what happened is I'll explain. So Hercules knocked Mikaboshi into like this portal of a completely empty and inescapable universe, which Mikaboshi immediately destroyed. So Mikaboshi's goal was to destroy the multiverse, really, and make it, you know, his stuff. So why are they so powerful, you say? Like, oh yeah, they killed Zeus. Zeus isn't even worthy of a place on this list, which is kind of funny. He's just a little bit less strong than Odin, to be honest. But anyway, the reason why they're so high up in this is it is actually revealed. This guy destroyed 98% of the multiverse. like Mikaboshi killed. Like, there are infinity universes, basically. Mikaboshi killed 98% of them. Like, that's more than the Marquis of Death. It's worryingly powerful. So that means he killed the eternity of countless universes. Countless universes. again, it begs the question, why didn't the Living Tribunal step in? I got no clue. If the Living Tribunal stepped in when a lot of things happened in Marvel, then we just wouldn't have as many stories. So, anyways, that was Mikaboshi. Coming in next, number 31 is Mad Jim Jaspers. Now, Mad Jim Jaspers was I believe, actually a mutant. Maybe not, I can't remember. Probably a mutant. And they were just a guy who had insane reality warping abilities. And when I say insane, I mean completely nuts. Like, way stronger than adult Franklin Richards level reality warping powers. So basically they beat every hero on their respective Earth because they created this thing called the Fury, which could adapt to any superpower that went against it. And eventually, like, Captain Britain and the Captain Britain Corps was sent to, like, go after it. They all failed, and in the end, it took, like, the Fury, which was the thing that he created to adapt to any power, to sort of beat him, and then he overcame the Fury, and he did, Mad Jim Jaspers released this thing called the Jasper's Warp, which is such a cool name, but what it did is it just basically wrecked reality. And it was like this thing. So you get a huge stone, like, throw it in the pond, and that pond is the multiverse. So it started spreading, like, throughout his universe. And in the end, it took these guys called the Omniversal Development Corps to actually destroy his universe. They had to destroy his universe, because if they didn't, then this thing called the Jasper's Warp, which was just messing up reality everywhere, would just completely spread throughout the multiverse. That's how strong he was. Now, there were other versions of him who weren't that strong, but by far the strongest one is the one that released the Jasper's Warp. Now, by what I'm saying here is that he released a shockwave of such power that it was capable of going through universes and spreading with, like, no real idea of stopping. No real, it just wouldn't stop. It would just continue spreading. So the only real way to beat him was just to completely destroy his universe, which is pretty insane. So anyways, coming in at number 30, and our last guys for the video are the Black Priests. Now, the Black Priests are a group of guys. I'm talking about them as not individuals, but as a collective. The Black Priests are a group of guys who are in Avengers and New Avengers by Jonathan Hickman. Best stories ever. But these guys were basically... So, if you don't know about the incursions, what it is, it's like two Earths smashing into each other, and then both of their universes get destroyed. And then that way the amount of universes is getting lower and lower and lower. It's like the death of the multiverse, and that's kind of the theme in Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers. So anyway, the Black Priests are kind of the universe's way of stopping the incursions. What they would do is they'd go around destroying Earth to stop incursions. Imagine them as the white blood cells of the universe, really. Now, these guys are so strong. Now, we see them, they are able to, like, handily destroy Earth and every single hero on the Earth, which says a lot, really, because the Earth kind of has, like, their own thing to protect them, which is the Star Brand, who I'll come on to later. But these guys collectively were able to kill the Star Brands of the universe, of the world, to basically be able to destroy them, to be honest. And their level, they are magic wielders. They are so strong, like, beyond any real magic we've ever seen before. And the way they did it is they can basically, they do whatever they want, but the only thing is that they're limited to saying one word each. Now, the way that they get past this is they have these cool helmets and they kind of link together. So if you link 3 of them together, you can, like, make them say a word. So if I wanted to, like, I've got a computer in front of me, if I say, like, I want to turn this computer into water or something, then one of them would be say computer, and the other one into, and then the other one water, and they'd all link together, and then they could do that. But they could do this to just completely wipe out Earth. These guys were so powerful. And there is a very familiar magic wielder who is actually their leader. Who is he? You'll find out in the next video of Marvel's Most Powerful. So yeah, that's about it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe, all that stuff. Bye, guys.